Hello YouTube, Miss William. Thought maybe I'll do a very quick WCSK versus the new WBK. Kind of do a side-by-side comparison and what my intent was for the BK as compared to what the intent was or is for the WCSK. So I don't want this to be a long video. Main thing is my internet is so bad that I can't upload videos at the house. I have to run to town and hijack my brother's internet at his office in order to upload videos. That's why you don't see a lot of videos from me, is because it's just out here where I live, I can't get good internet. So anyway, so let me rearrange the camera here and see if I can't go through this real quick and explain the two different knives. Okay, here's the knives side by side. As you can see, the WCSK is slightly longer, probably about a ½ inch longer. The BK is about 5 inches, whereas the SK is about 5 3/4, somewhere along in there. Handle's a little bit wider. The handle on the BK is just a little bit longer, but the SK is a little bit thicker or wider in this area. They're both the same size this way in thickness. The SK is made out of 3/16 steel, whereas the NK is the BK, I'm sorry, is made out of 5/32, a little bit thinner steel. As you can see, the thickness of this runs all the way through almost to the tip, whereas the BK, it has a distal taper starting about in here all the way to the tip for a finer tip. The intent for the BK is more of a belt knife, but it is to do a lot more your slicing, your game prep, kitchen prep, things on camp, whereas this is a survival knife. It's more robust. It handles the heavier task, the heavier duty task, whereas this one is to handle some light batoning because of the thickness here. I left the steel thick with a Scandi, as you can see here, so that it handles some of the batoning task and things like that for your firecraft and all this other stuff. Now, it is also wider here to give it more strength because it is a thinner steel. The SK has a saber in this part, which is a thinner steel, but I wanted slicing power at this part and wedging power at this part. The thicker the apex is here, the better it is at wedging, whereas my wedging is done here on this knife, and slicing is done here with a thinner apex. So it's just the opposite of the SK. The weight on this is about 10 ounces, 10.1. The weight on the SK is about 13.1, so about 3 ounces of weight difference. So if you're concerned about weight, then there's 3 ounces difference. That's about it. I mean, the SK in just short terms is a heavier duty survival knife. I mean, it's a WCSK, the William Collins survival knife. So it's made to go through cinder block and go through drywall walls if you need to. Whereas this one is for general purpose, just to carry on camp, take care of your kitchen tasks, your game prep tasks for hunters, a little bit of camp carving, stuff like that. Whereas the SK can do all that and does it well, as shown on video. It's just that sometimes you need a little bit thinner blade at the tip, and that's what the BK provides for you. Well, I hope this explains the difference. The BK, the WBK, the Woodsman's belt knife, is designed for those lighter duty tasks, if you will, compared to the SK. The SK is the one that you keep in your BOB bag, the one you keep in your vehicle, the one that in case you get into trouble, it's your one tool option, if you will, if there's such a thing. All right. Whereas the WBK is that everyday carry knife to take care of everything, and the thinness of this blade, it works as an excellent kitchen knife, just like the SK, because it has the same curves and attributes the edge profile as the SK did for kitchen and all this other stuff. So you know, it acts like a kitchen knife, has your rounded point for your butchering of game, a drop point so you keep your hand out of the way when you're running those legs and everything else on those animals, getting them skinned out and butchered out on the woods. So all that went into this design of this knife. It's lighter, it's easier to carry, as you can see on my belt. And I just came back from town. I've been wearing this knife everywhere I go for, well, since it started 2 or 3 weeks ago. Before Blade, this knife has been R&D. There was a video several weeks ago about when I first started it. So anyway, I hope this helps. Don't forget to get in on the pre-order, and I'll leave a link right here at the end of this video that you can go watch that video on the pre-order and what kind of goodies and specials you get with the pre-order. Till the next one, you guys get out in the woods, getting backyard whittle on the stick. It is warm today, folks. Summer is here. So anyway, until the next one, you guys get in the backyard whittle on the stick. Like I said, don't forget to take a child with you, get the opportunity, and don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. Catch you again soon.